Hi. Hey. So, before I just even start anything, y'all, I do not know what's happening on my live streams like yesterday. I just always like, especially since this has been happening, I look back yesterday and I can't tell on my end that yes, bunny ears. I felt like maybe I need to put some antenna on. Like, here I am. Please give me a clean stream, clear picture. Don't let me look like I'm caught in some matrix, pixeling out. Yeah. So that was annoying. I feel like there could be some things that are annoying this week, right? Hi, y'all. But I do really want to know because I'm looking, it might have something to do with my room in the house too. And it was a little overcast yesterday. So it seems like it's kind of worse on days like that. The wireless, so yeah, it might be my placement right now too. Um, is the picture clear? I'm reading comments. I can actually see them. They looked funky yesterday, so that's could be another good sign for me. Hi, Millie. Yes. You do too, Lindsay. You get a worse reception. Yeah. But it's weird, right? Hmm. So just like give me some thumbs up if I don't look like I'm on AOL dial up, please. Like, give me a thumbs up if I'm clear. Okay, clear picture. Okay, great. Whew. All right. Welcome to Coffee and Cards. I had to do a little check there. Um, I have the laptop password and I have a laptop. Gonna have to start integrating that soon so I can manage the different components better, but also I wanted to have that here as a backup in case, you know, I could get better on that. Who knows? Because this is the best room for me to be in. Um, I get my space here better. Otherwise, you'll have to hear my girls in the background like every 2 seconds. And one of them, I'm just gonna warn you, she's taking a morning nap and one is up. And yeah, so you're gonna hear one of them come in here. I'll have to get up at some point. But anyways, welcome y'all. Let's oh yeah, and Karen. My name's Karen. I didn't say that already. I can't remember. There's been so many messages coming in. That's all I was like, I need to talk about all the stuff. And then I felt like things were being channeled in that weren't meant for me too, if that makes sense. So I've never really felt that way just randomly in the middle of the day. I did look at my chart. It made a lot of sense. I've got some heavy like 12th house stuff right now. It's a very spiritual time for me. And it doesn't surprise me once I read that. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not, yeah, I'm supposed to be having these revelations right now. And yeah, there, like it's overwhelming. I felt a little bit drained. And I think I've been saying the wrong dates. Like I'm in a different timeline, like in a different month somewhere, because I keep saying that the new moon was on the 26th. I'm like, oh my gosh, Karen. Yeah, nothing of the sort. Yeah, I think I'm like crossing over timelines. So I have a weird random assortment here of just things. And I started even time stamping things as they happened. I mean, this is how like freaky deaky it got for me yesterday. And also, I mean, of course, I look and I'm like, what? The full moon's tomorrow. I'm like, what is happening in Sagittarius? Wow. Mm. I've really been working on moving forward in time, like doing this experimental quantum meditation thing. And I feel like I am losing time, if that makes sense. It's going to sound a little crazy, But if there's anybody who I can talk to about that sort of thing, it's y'all. I'm feeling it. Um, my concept of it, I guess, is changing in some way. So I really need to be careful. I'm looking at the right dates, the right calendar. There's something that maybe we've missed. Sometimes, like, especially when I did bookkeeping and things like that, one number can make a lot of difference. I mean, I'm telling you. That's like, oh, that's just one little mistake. But I mean, it could be an expensive mistake. So, yeah, um, it's something in the details. The devil's in the details. I heard that too. Hmm. And it does. It feels the energies like it's Gemini season now. I feel it. It's going to be hard to ground thoughts right now. And even if you're somebody who normally can be that way, you're going to find yourself surrounded by people who are all of a sudden like chatty Cathy's out of nowhere. And you're like, wait, too much information. This is too much coming out at once. We're going to just slow our minds down and really try to focus on clearing that. I had to do that for a little while yesterday. That's why I went in that meditation and stuff last night. It's like I need to turn this off because there were messages still coming in, even when my mind was clear. So I know that they were from that intuitive sense, and me sitting still with that without any distractions helped me understand that about myself better. So, anyways, I'm having a spiritual time right now. Okay, let's get to first lover. Oh.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Just kidding. Definitely.
Wow, that's interesting because that's like, it's like, yeah, it feels like things can be a little up and down. And with all that movement that we had in our collective spread, all that fire and air, they're friends, but one can dampen the other, but they can also just really have a blast and get out of control in a hurry. Like yeah, it blows up fast since they're both the quickest as well. So yeah, we need to like focus on grounding and trying working putting what's the intention um, in incorporating something into our daily routine because and it takes work. We're not going to be perfect at it, but when we feel the negative thoughts, when we feel the worry about any and everything that could possibly happen, we're just letting it take us for a ride. We aren't in control at that point. And we all do it. That's natural. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. It's just don't stay there. It's like to redirect. Yeah, redirect it. And it's something too that even when you feel like your mind you can redirect it, it takes a long time for your subconscious to catch up. And when you have those repetitive things, it sits, and that's really where you need it to change the most. That subconscious is a mysterious place. All right, let's see who's here first, y'all. Oh, goodness. Thank y'all for being here today. I appreciate and love you all. Wow. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. It's just one of these times. The first comment I'm seeing from Lindsay says, "Hey, Ange." I can't. I can't. This is a repeat of yesterday. And that's the duality, the two. There's two. And this started yesterday, Gemini season. What do you know? That's cheeky gems. That's my sun sign and my Venus sign. All right. And I think my part of fortune is there too in Gemini. So yeah, we're going to say we're going to have two. Yay, Ange and Lindsay, you are both first lovers today. Thank you for being here, because obviously we know, I mean, Ange had to get here before Lindsay to see that, or I don't know. I'm not getting the true first comment. So but we just have to take it how it's given sometimes and roll with it. Be flexible. That's something a Gemini and a mutable air, any mutable sign, no matter the element, you allow adaptability to bend, like palm trees are good on the coast because the wood bends more with the wind. It gives. I think it was the palmetto trees. I mean, is a big deal for us here in South Carolina, which personally, I love our state flag. It's gorgeous. One thing I can say about our state that I absolutely adore is that flag. The crescent moon and a palmetto tree. And it's navy and white. It's really pretty. But I think it comes from I think it's like Fort. Please forgive me, South Carolina history. Like, this was a long time ago for me when I was learning this. I think it was like Fort Sumter. And the palmetto trees, it's probably something about they looked, maybe it was a crescent moon, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember that part. But it was at night, and the fort, because it was made out of this wood, it could absorb and handle what was being thrown at it better. So yeah, and we're getting in a warmer season now too. So I think it is about being flexible, and that'll help us regulate our emotions. And I imagine this has given Lindsay and Ange plenty of time to think of their yes or no question today. And y'all are going to have to just excuse me today, because it's a big feeling that I have right now. And yeah, we're just going to roll with it. So just be patient with me. All right. So we're going to, I don't know how hard I'm going to have to shake him this time for, the answer to your question, your yes or no question that you have asked yourself, asked the universe, and the universe is going to speak through our cheeky little friend, Mr. Predicto Kitty. All right, Mr. Predicto Kitty, what will it be? There we go. Apparently he wanted to, yeah. Hi, I don't know.
Without a whisker of doubt.
Without a whisker of doubt. Whiskers? Cats, that's how they know to fit through things. They use their whiskers. Maybe it doesn't work for all of them all the time. I mean, didn't say it was foolproof. But I mean, that's why it's devastating for them if they lose one or it's cut too short, and they're maybe on the chunkier side. they don't have a gauge to know whether they can fit through space or not. That was just one thing I heard. But also, though, I feel like the doubt, no doubt, don't have any doubt if it's something like that you want for yourself, Lindsay and Ange. All of us. I'm going to share this like little thing in my community tab, but just to give y'all a little heads up so y'all don't think I'm totally bananas, any crazier than I already am. There's the funniest like thing is like Shaq, and he's like doing this, and it's like problems, worries, or whatever. And this is song. It just makes me so happy to see it. So every time I think of that. I'm thinking of that. So let's get out of our heads a little bit. Let's ground ourselves because we don't want to manifest the chatter, right? We don't, and we need to believe in ourselves. And so, yeah, ground into that a little bit. I know that was a message that I got out of Laura B's collective last night, which I felt totally. I claimed it though. She pulled a clover, and I don't know. We all started talking about green and stuff, and then I looked down. I'm like, I'm wearing green. I was like, it's got a 4-leaf clover on it too. Queen of Pentacles came out. Taurus rising, Taurus moon. I was like, do I need to hear any more? So it was a really good reading. Well, thank y'all so very much. I hope that you got what you needed from that, from Mr. Predictor Kitty. Some clarity. Hi, Grace. How are you? So good to see you. Y'all, I'm just going to be rolling on through. Y'all know, I believe, just check out Krista after this. And, you know, we got Josh, Mr. Floyd's Universe going on at 8 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, followed by the meditation, Truth Wave meditation. Please come. If you haven't heard Victor in his soothing voice, please check him out. And Terry, holding your space, is right before that. Victor's at 9:45 a.m. Eastern every day, and 9:45 p.m. Eastern every night. It's amazing to me. My life does not allow for that kind of commitment, so that's all to you. I appreciate that so much. So yeah, and please, Krista is so close to 100 subscribers too, y'all. We've got to get her there. I mean, I think she's like what, 4 away, maybe 6 away, and she's gonna hit 100 subscribers, and she'll be on at noon Eastern. Okay, so I'm not gonna be like throwing up everybody. That did not sound right. I'm not gonna be putting all the comments up. Forget that one came out. That was a little awkward. Okay. Thank you for being here, Lindsay. Yes, the bunny girl today. I thought about it, and I was like, and they've got to be the really girly ones today. So I still want to look like an Easter egg. Hi, Millie. So good to see you. And Josh, all of the fam here. Yeah, I never know either, Lindsay. So, yeah, I'm just going to be period. We're just going to be doing checks. I don't want to waste my time and yours like that again and not know it. And yeah. Oh, you're Sag rising, Millie. Oh, yeah. I bet you have been feeling. Are you feeling like you need to travel somewhere, or at least travel somewhere in your mind? Learn some, I don't know, bigger themes in life, like that are, philosophical in nature, or the mysteries of the universe, of life, the deeper side of things. You might develop a really strong opinion about something too that might surprise you. And Sagittarius are really bad about putting their feet in their mouth like a Gemini. That's why they're our opposite sign. They'll come back around, and but yeah, they can be a little blunt. Just know that it's not even like, I mean, if they want to hurt your feelings, you'll really know. Like there's no, but if you're kind of like, I don't know, they seem like a little sharp. This is how a Sag can be. Sharp tongued, and be a little blunt, and not always considerate how that sounds or comes across. but very fun and so optimistic, almost overly optimistic at times. So, interesting little tidbits about Sagittarius. And they are the teachers of the zodiac. One of one of them, but like a true passion, like my teacher. He's like I'm really good at not making money. Like he's like I really he's like it's just so it's a passion, and that's why every Saturday you can sign up, send an email anybody, and you can send him an email, and he'll send you a Zoom link. Every Saturday he goes on at like around like 4 p.m. for like an hour. It's Eastern, yeah, 4 p.m. Eastern, I believe, for an hour. No, I answer anything from his books, questions you might have about, astrology and tarot. I mean, but he'll be very, don't be surprised if he might slightly offend you, but he doesn't mean it that way. He's just blunt. Like, yeah, I don't do that kind, or I don't really believe that. So yeah, I can't really answer your question about that. Like, so just don't take it personally. If you do, but most of all, though, obviously, I think a lot of him, um, because he cares, and he's a really great teacher, and um, I get him, and I understand that, and that's a great thing about science too. And I know I'm going off on so many random tangents, but we're rolling with this. Is that we learn how to work with each other when you understand somebody else's energy, and it's more than just the sun, because there's that cheeky rising, which is my teacher said, he's like, I hate calling it a mask. I was like, I know, me too. Because it's like, this is me still. I'm not wearing a mask. Um, it's not always conscious. It's a natural inclination because that's where your chart ruler is. And mine is Venus because I'm a Taurus rising. So yeah. And Millie. Yeah. So what? Your chart ruler is Jupiter. Holy smokes, that's huge. Wow. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. But people can probably get the wrong impression about you sometimes. You're just passionate. So don't take it too personally. Don't let it hurt your feelings. Okay. So I really don't know where that one was going, but we're just going to finish saying hellos. Welcome to Gemini season, the very first episode of Craziness. You've been feeling the jump. Yes, and Terry's talked about it, Victor's talked about it, and I wasn't the first one. But I was just kind of like, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm like, I don't know. I'm just not, I don't have as much Pisces in me. And then never say never, right? Because I was just like, wow, what happened? It's like a glitch. It's a glitch that was 15 minutes long. And I'm like, holy crap, I gotta get out the door with my son. What happened? I didn't go back to sleep. It was the weirdest thing. Whew. Okay. Oh, did you miss it? Did you miss it? We didn't. We didn't. Oh my God, Karen, stop. All right. I have a naughty sense of humor. Hey, Chloe, how are you, friend? Hi, our crystal purveyor, Chloe's Crystals, coming up on Saturday morning. Is that going to be after Truth Wave? Truth Wave meditation? So get your crystals. Get your crystals, everybody. I believe that will be on Mr. Floyd's Universe's channel. Stay tuned. I will find out for sure and let you know. Speaking of tonight, please. Uh, so I don't forget this. Tonight, I'm going to be on Wild. Bobby, Wild Raven. Yes, Wild Raven Tarot. Sorry, there's a lot of ravens, and I keep switching back and forth in my mind. I'm like, no, he's Wild Raven Tarot. But yeah, I'll be in his channel tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we are doing Gemini themed readings. Meaning you don't have to be a Gemini, or you don't have to have, heavy Gemini in your chart. Um, this is an energy, it's a season, well, part of the season. We're wrapping up things and we're about to start summer. And Geminis are really good at being flexible. And you might find yourself wanting to learn more about things, be more curious, playful, talkative, indecisive, flighty. Yeah, there's light and shadow, and you'll feel it around you. It's a buzz. It definitely is a buzzing. So, anyways, tonight, please. He has put thought into like some of those themes, which I just said. And it's like, how can you tap into that? Because it's a good time to tap into it if the sun is in Gemini right now. Sun feels good. Yeah, it feels positive to try to go, with the flow with that energy. So yeah, visit us. All right, let's wrap up the hellos. Oh, okay, of course, we've got to put this one up. Thank you, Josh, because I couldn't remember. I was just like, yeah, I was like, yeah, it's got a moon on it. I love that. Oh, the crescent represents the crescent-shaped badges worn by. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Using the palmetto trees. Yes. So that is why they are so important to us. And the crescent were the badges. And that I do believe that did happen at night, though, too. If not, that makes a nice story, right? We're good at Geminis are good at if we think it happened or something like that. We're really good at like trying to jump ahead and trying to piece together the puzzle. It's a really busy place, the Gemini's mind. A really busy place. Oh, hey Dolly. Hi. Oh, you're probably already popped up, but thank you so much. Y'all check out Wolf Girl Oracle. Oh, let me put her on stage. Yes, please check her out. She's delightful. I always end up laughing with Dolly. She doesn't take herself too seriously, and I love that about her. And really positive, kind, very kind. So please sub up. And she has a weekly show too. We might collide in times, but we can always like pop in or trade off, like I mean, I get it. It's a lot, right? Hi, Tina. How are you? Good to see you. Oh, Casa Stars. Hi. I haven't seen you before, unless you're a friend who's changed their name on me, and I just now seeing you for the first time because that's happened like with two or three people lately. It's really messed with me. But thank you for being here. Here, I'm gonna put you up here so everybody can see. Yes, and it kind of looks like you might have a channel here too. Like, but anyways, yeah. If you if you do, please, let us know and share it out. And we like to support each other around here. Yes, we do. Okay. Hi, Hershey. Oh, I'm sending you so much love. Yes, there's a lot of distractions right now. I get it. And I mean, I can barely keep my mind together to even talk about anything right now, which is hilarious. Being Gemini. Oh, I asked if my Lindsay saying, I asked if my youngest is aware of the deep connection with me consciously and on lower levels. Said without a Whispers of a doubt. He can feel it with his whisker senses. Oh my. And I thought about it. I wanted to wear my antenna today too. My bunny antenna. Yeah. It's something about like, yeah, you put the feelers out. They say there's a really good meditation practice. They say you're running to try to develop like your psychic gift, I hate to refer to it as like gifts. Of course, some of us are going to be better at that than others, and even more naturally than others. But I do believe we all have the ability to develop those. It's just unlocking and opening ourselves up and killing the programming that's a weird thing to do, right? So I'm hearing things that, yeah, this is the twin mom look right here. Nancy June might be awake. I'm just gonna give it just another second here. But yeah, anyways, without a whisper. So yeah, it's like that meditation is you think about I like to think about like being a tree and rooting in and making sure you're anchored in the ground. And I just say to my guides or whatever, of course, always ask for protection, but just be like, I'm open to receiving psychic impressions. And those, of course, always for our highest and greatest good, but just being open and just clearing your mind and not having any type of expectation. Um, and part of that is too, the tree is really when you open up like the crown and you think about, because the crown is the highest, that's where you start really. From here to there is where you get into that connection, that spiritual connection. And so you think about stretching your branches up to meet that connection. You can even develop, like, say, when there's times I don't want to receive these kind of things, you can even develop something where you have a light switch that you flip on, like I'm open to this right now, and flip off. If you're super sensitive and it's overwhelming, um, things like you might not want to see all the time. I'm very honest with my guides. Don't scare me, please. I don't want to be scared. I don't need to see some things. I'm fine with that. So I think that's why I hear things a lot. Like, and when I say hear, it's like I'm not really, it's like, I mean, it almost sounds like a voice in my head, but I know that that's like a thought but it's not mine, if that makes sense, or it feels like from my higher self or something. Anyways, yes, I feel the astral travels. I'm not kidding. I so feel that. Hey, Sandy, how are you, friend? I'm your Venus. Yeah. I love y'all. And yes, thank you, Hershey. Hit those thumbs up. We love you, Hershey. Pisces rising. My girl, no, my girls are Pisces moons. They're Virgo rising. Hi, Krista. Hi, how are you, gorgeous? Hi, Allison. Yes, welcome to Gemini season. Here we go. Uh, Hi, we love you, Allison. And yeah, I feel she's like, I don't really do anything I do right now, but Airy Girls Tarot. I know she's working in um a new channel and everything, and we're just all like waiting and excited, and we're just here for you whenever you're ready. Um, because that's your decision to make. It's not ours. I just want to let you know we support you. We love you. And I think what you'll be on Heather Indigo Jaguars. I think every Friday is the Parasite Kicks at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's one of my favorite Friday shows. So, yay. paranormal chats and whatnots, and yeah, just all the kind of stuff that I like to kind of bring, just random stuff. So it has a lot of variety to it. Special guests sometimes. So yeah, it's fun. Mom hearing activated. It was. Thank you. Yes. My cat ears went up. Yes, they did. 11:11. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, no audio? Oh, okay. I got quiet. Okay, yeah. It was a metal dragging sound. I'm like, what is this? It was stopped. It might be one of their toys. I'm gonna go check in a minute. PG! Hi, friend. Bubbles and unicorns for you. Pop, 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 pop. I thought it was so funny. I was like, the bubble emoji and the unicorn, and I'm like, well, the unicorn's kind of technically pop the bubble. Unpoppable bubbles for everybody. Boops and pops, yes. Because that's what we do around here. Trista, okay, I love y'all all so much. Oh, nice. Okay, here we got an update right here. Oh, yeah. And y'all, Allison, thank you for your service to the public school system. And yeah, she drives a bus for very unique students as well. And I know that has to be, yeah, it takes a lot of strength, temperance, and you have to stand in your emperor energy. But yeah, be empathetic. My mom was a school bus driver. I know. So I bet you're going to be so happy to get a break. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy for you. You have so many things to be excited about right now. And yeah, I'll be on the lookout for that. Thank you. Love y'all. And Allison, like, she just looks amazing. I swear she just keeps looking younger and younger. I'm not kidding. God bless the school bus drivers. Yes, absolutely. Oh, I've got stories, but I'm not going to tell them right now. So okay, we're probably just going to go over a little bit today. Um, I might like pull like an oracle card. Like I'm not going to like pull cards today. Okay, so y'all been asking, and here we go. All right, so I've written something up. It started from what? Today's 21st. So yesterday, May 20th through the June the 2nd. Okay. This is what's happening in astrology. Okay, Sun and Gemini. We talked about that. Yeah, we leave in the good old grounded Taurus. And we are fast talking. We're jumping into jumping into the fast talking ideal sparking multitasking. This is amazing mad tea party. Yeah, it is. It's Gemini season. Yeah, so there it is an energetic boost, but it definitely is very like you might be more chatty on social media, and it's cerebral and it's very social, and you're gonna get like a thing to want to share information. Geminis get a bad rap for being gossipy, but I that's why I was like I don't know, I don't really like doing that. Once I looked into it, my Mercury's in Cancer, so I was like, okay, all right, I can keep a secret. I can keep a secret. Anyways, I don't really like gossiping, but yeah, we're known to be that way. We be quite good at it. Because we're really good at not taking responsibility for things too. So yeah, you're gonna want to learn things and text people. So yeah, just don't forget to breathe. Full moon in Sagittarius apparently tomorrow, or maybe it's technically tonight. I get confused, right? Yeah, truth bomb kind of lunation. Yeah, it's fiery. Once the wisdom, we talked about that earlier, and freedom, wild horses couldn't drag me away. They wanna be the wild horses who get away. Yeah, so mm, there's some secrets. Interesting, it said secrets earlier. And that is our opposite sign. So yeah, if you notice the pattern in the astrology world too, with the moons, is that whatever, like, okay, so say with Taurus season, when it actually is the sun is in Taurus, the new moon will be in that sign. Okay. But the full moon is going to be the opposite sign. Make sense? All right. It took me a little while to realize that. Let's boot the moon together. I love that. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. I love y'all. Ah. So yeah, and this could be about like limiting beliefs or yeah, you can travel blogs. You're gonna have just something that you're gonna feel very like, okay, I've got to go do this now. Do it. And Sagittarius is better seeing a bigger picture. Gemini is like more like yeah. We can learn from a Sagittarian also the action part of it with the fire rather than getting caught up in the thought too much. Yeah. So some things can be coming to light. And I kind of got that with the Seven of Swords. I've been thinking about that more. That's one of my things I wrote down in my channelings, which I'm going to share with them shortly. They're kind of strange. So no judgment. Yeah. So release some dogma. Yeah. And embrace your inner philosopher slash adventurer. If you can't take a literal trip, take a mental trip somewhere. Learn about a new culture, something, anything. All right. New moon in Gemini, May 30th. That's when that new moon is. Update. So mark your calendars. Make sure it's the right month, guys. Yeah, so we're going to be planting intellectual seeds. It's a good time to start writing projects, social media ventures. Yeah, learning or finding your voice, working in your throat chakra could be a good thing too. Think short bursts of genius, nothing long term. Sagittarius is more apt to make a better long term plan because they really don't want to waste their time with something that's not going to benefit them in the long term. But there can be some over optimism in that as well. They might have overshot that a little bit too. I mean, don't we all to an extent? Why, while a Gemini is like, I want to think about this instead or that instead, or I don't really want to make a decision about that. I want to do what it, feels gratifying to me right this second. Yeah, that's us. Rabbit holes. We go down the rabbit holes and the internet. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yeah. So, of course, our moon is just, it changes all the time. Every 28 days. 28 is a significant number for me. That's one of my that number that like haunts me. So it's a cycle. It could be, moon phase cycle. The door is opening now. Nancy June is awake. So I might have to put y'all on the pause here. Hi. Hi, Nancy June. How are you? Good morning to you. She's smiling. All right. So, yeah. So tomorrow, full moon, Sagittarius, bold revelations, May 30th, new moon, Gemini, fresh communication, focused beginnings. Mercury. Mercury It's Taurus, but now then it moves to Gemini, May 26th, okay? It moves from the slow and steady Taurian, who that's kind of a funny placement for Mercury to be in for Taurian. But so then, you know, it moves to Gemini where it's comfortable, where it flows. Obviously, I'm gonna have to, yeah, she's about to grab the stand. Oh gosh, hold on. I just wanted to finish this one thought. Welcome to my life. Yeah, so mental energy spikes. You know, you're gonna have like brilliant ideas. Like you're gonna be like, wow, you're gonna surprise yourself with some of the things that come out of your mouth, and you're gonna be like, wow, that's pretty good. That's kind of witty. Where'd that come from? This is how I think. And you're gonna, yeah, watch out for the stinking overthinking because that's gonna be serious. And yeah, verbal fumbles. Be prepared to put feet, insert foot in mouth. So yeah, maybe be more cautious before the words come out of your mouth. That's the pot calling the kettle black right here. Okay. Yeah. And we said writing, networking, learning languages, and just dazzling with your fabulous wit. And this is coming from a Gemini who actually all three, the big three are all mutable. Wow. Right. Okay. On that thought, yeah, we're gonna put Nancy and Becca together. Get Nancy a snack real quick. So I'll be back in just a minute. Hang in there, guys. I promise I'll be back. She's big mad. She's really big mad at me. They have some lungs on them. They're gonna be great singers. Well, I forgot to light my candle. Let's light this candle. Yes, favor for Miss Nancy June right now. I'm gonna give her so many bubbles after this. She's so mad at me. But I'm a little mad right now too because yeah, she got into some water and I stepped right into it. So yeah, watch out, y'all. And that reminded me too what I had thought, and this was one of my channelings, is something happens like right under your nose because you weren't paying attention. Like we weren't paying attention, not just you. I'm not, you know, I really mean like us. And that's another distinguishment too, is like to be careful not to blame, not to point the finger, to be careful about owning a feeling about something. Like I feel it's our words matter, our words are important right now during the season. And Gemini's have a tendency, I mean, yeah, we love all the words, but there's something in being wise about them. and not just giving them all away, letting some, you know, like, yeah, letting our mouth like run away with us. Oh gosh, y'all, please. Oh, they're so mad at me right now. Oh my gosh, it's not gonna end. It's not gonna end. All right. Namaste. Venus and Aries. If it continues, I'm gonna go like throw some Play-Doh or something over there out of desperation. In desperate times call for desperate measures. It's bold. So Venus and Aries is bold. Love and aesthetics. Flirt first, ask questions later. So it's going to be a time of fast-paced relationship energy. Venus will never be more than I wish I had the line right in front of me right now, the actual amount, but it can't go further than outside of the 2 planets usually. Like it's gonna stay really close to your planet. And I think Mercury works that way too. Mars and Leo. Woo. Oh, I forgot to finish off. So yeah, so expect fast-paced relationship energy. Impulsive fashion changes. Yeah, it's going to be getting warmer too. And possibly love at first sight moments. Not love at first last, perhaps. And beware of short fuses. Oh yeah. Oh, tell me about it. Mars and Leo, drama, drive, and desire for recognition. If you want to get on the Leo's good side, compliment. Especially like, or if I like, if you can make it genuine, it has to be genuine because they can sniff that out. They can sniff that out. They're not dumb. They're very smart. Okay. But yeah, you can make them feel good about something. It'll soften. But if it's went too far, like it's best, like you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win that. Like just, just let them say what they need to say, and don't like, yeah. But yeah, a compliment will help soften that if it's not too bad. All right. But yeah, you definitely want to win, and preferably with an applause. Recognition. Yeah, that's why I like the Six of Wands is a Leo card, right? And yeah, it's creative fires because Leo is associated with the fifth house, and that's where, like, children are too. Um, Childlike play, pleasure, flings, the fun side of love. Yeah, and it's a creative, artistic. A lot of performers and yeah, artists have that. So yeah, but the ego can be lit up too. So yeah, you have to watch egos, and also people around us like that feel that, and can pop off. People can pop off easier. Um, so yeah, it's a good idea to channel the passion into art. And I'm going to step into my leadership role for just a second and go take care of that and mute the madness. Yeah, we have to think in our feet, like a twin mom right now. Yeah, in a good way too, to channel, like if you're feeling extra fiery, and channel it in, like do a workout or something, like get out that energy, because it can really like feel like it just consumes you. It's good for Geminis too, to tire ourselves out physically. It helps the mind slow down as well. And on that note, I will be right back. We are going for a desperate time measure with the girls right now. the channelings might happen tomorrow. And that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, we can't take those things back, is what I'm just hearing. We can't take like that. If we said something, sometimes you can't take it back. And it can be really hard to reverse it. I've learned some hard lessons on that, to be more careful with words, for sure. So, yeah, we need to have a healthy sense of pride. Jupiter and Gemini. Yeah, it changes on my birthday. It rolls out and right on my birthday. It's like, bye-bye. June 9th, by the way. But it's still in Gemini right now, and that's all about growth and luck, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, that it's so anything that you could benefit. Geminis, heavy Gemini placements, Jupiter Geminis. Yeah, do it now because you're almost out of time. All right. Moving on. Saturn and Pisces. Buckle up, buttercups. Buckle, buckle. Begins June 1st, the retrograde. And it's in Pisces. Saturn, all about responsibility and structure. It's in dreamy Pisces. Pisces original ruler is Jupiter. The bigger the better. And Saturn's all about limitations, restrictions, minimizing, learning hard lessons. Spiritual reality checks is what this could be. So we might be questioning whether our beliefs are grounded. Are our boundaries working? There can be themes around emotional maturity, escapism versus discipline. Oh my gosh, the story of my life. And maybe needing to grow up emotionally. So think emotional IQ, right? EQ. That's a really good book, by the way. I highly recommend it. And my friend Spiritual Rain, she has a series. I'll also share it out. Where her, or was it on Angie's that they did that together? I'll sort that out later and I'll share it because they talk and cover these things, and it was amazing. It was just such an amazing series. Um, and yes, they were long episodes, but you don't have to listen to the whole thing. And I'm saying it for a reason. I'm thinking to share that with you for a reason, obviously. Oh, Uranus is in Taurus, yeah. Still shaking it up in the earthy realms of Taurus. Think earthquakes, all of the things that have been happening. Yeah. Yeah. But this also, think all things like finances, but also your values, what you value, how you value it, and our earth itself. Oh yeah. Shake, shake, shake it up, baby. Expect more unexpected developments in money, food systems. Yeah, because the weight of a Taurus's heart is truly, don't let them be hungry. And also, it's like good food, things that they like. Value and respect the hangry Taurus, okay? Food, very serious about food. Yeah, our climate matters, okay? So yeah, it's about revolutionizing things that, are material security and just like our values and security. Taurus is naturally kind of confident in our own skin, in our own selves, in our own bodies. That's why very tactile, very aware of, the senses, maybe just not as in a ethereal kind of like dreamy type way at that. But yeah, I feel and sense things. There's a running joke that Taurians have an extra, you know, sense of taste that other people don't have. Trust the taste of Venus, please. But anyways, yeah. So stability, fixed Earth doesn't like to move. Oh God. Lord help. Lord help. And we already talked about Pluto retrograde in Aquarius is already happening. That retrograde, the other one, it runs it's like I think when the Saturn in like October 13th. Sorry, y'all. And I think the Pluto one will end October 17th, something like that. And Neptune in Aries, still in Aries. Still in Aries, right? That changes soon too, right? Or did it already? I don't know. Typical that I would be questioning myself on that one right now, being Neptune. So yeah. But yeah, there could be some, fiery initiative like to start things. Oh, that's right, because Neptune has been in Pisces. It's ruler for so long, for like 14 years, right? Or something like that. So it is an Aries, so it made that shift. It made that shift. So that was a big feeling. It's a big difference. Maybe dreams you've been cooking up for a while, like you're going to start feeling like to suddenly act on them now. Spiritual trailblazing, they call it. Just beware of the delusions and grandeur of chasing unicorns without a plan or bubbles. Sorry, I couldn't resist it. And the North Node is in Aries and South Node is in Libra. Okay. Yeah. Fate wants boldness. We're being collectively called to action. All those action cards, right? It's time to act, be assertive, and stop people pleasing. Yeah. And the South Node is showing us where we've overcompromised in Libra, the seventh house, the house, the house of relationships. Expect themes of individuality versus codependency. Oh God, mighty, tell me about it. Yeah. All right. So during this time, speak your truth, let go of limiting beliefs. Balance stimulation with soul care. And don't forget to check in with yourself. The cosmos is a little loud right now. Yeah, I second that. I definitely second that. For sure. And that the Saturn retrograde, let me tell y'all just a little bit more with that, okay? I forgot I had better notes on that. It's kind of like it's going to audit. It's a cosmic audit. So, your structures, your responsibilities, commitments, it's not chaos like Mercury retrograde can be. Mercury retrograde affects you on a daily basis, can affect you on a daily basis. Because it happens more frequently because it's in the house of, travel. I mean, like short length travel. And then you get into, anything involving communications, our airports. I mean, air traffic controllers, like just there's glitches in the transmitting of information, and that's meant for us to slow down because there's a better way to do something, or some things that happen during that, can be quite tragic, but most things are things that can be really replaced with something even better. We need to be shown a fault in the system, right? A crack in the system maybe we didn't see that was there all along. So, we're going to ask questions that are good to ask to build self-discipline. Who wants to enforce some rules, okay? And Pisces doesn't like that, all right? So what's sustainable? What are we avoiding emotionally? Emotional responsibilities. Um, are we grounded spiritually, or are we just using it as a method of escaping things? And are our dreams actually actionable? Or maybe we need to take a smaller step first. Don't want to waste our time with something. And Saturn likes to evaluate the wasting of time, because time is money, time is meaning, time means something. And we need to honor our time better like that. So, yeah, I am going to talk about the signs tomorrow. Oh, gosh. Yeah. So, but I do want to wrap this up by saying, okay, this is going to be a time of like cosmic tough love, that Saturn retrograde. Be honest with yourself, but lovingly honest, but in a loving way. We don't have to like, but you have to be honest, like, uh, isn't this better for me to like maybe this is something I need to grow up and be responsible about, because we can't just like live in one realm or the other. Can't just live in our heads, right? Your universe needs to see action from you as well. Tough love. Oh yeah, I have to get this. Kids. I mean, sometimes it's like tough love too. It just breaks you inside. It hurts. It hurts to have to do it. And Geminis don't like being told what to do. So yeah. I'm like, I hate self-discipline. That's why I get the chariot card so much. It's like control your emotions, Karen. Just do the thing. So yeah, like this is going to be a chance to really tap in and revisit emotional wounding with a better sense of maturity. Okay. Um, we're going to test the strength of our practices, our spiritual practices, our support systems, and reestablish healthy boundaries. Think about where you've given too much, or perhaps you've been too flexible with something, where it doesn't feel good for you. It's not in your best interest. And reflect on long term goals, especially ones involving art, healing, or caregiving, young or old, even yourself. So, yeah, good time to journal, meditate, think about your commitments. Um, don't run from it when it feels a little off, when it's not comfortable. And that's something that'll keep an earth sign locked somewhere too, is because like we like to feel comfortable. We can be darn right lazy when we want to. We know how to enjoy ourselves in the moment. We can sit up to it and feel it. But once we get going, like we can be very committed to a goal and hardworking. We've been very hardworking. But yeah, it's a balance. That's the balance. But right now, like we've got some big things. We've got some big themes, and it's time to step up and take advantage of these times. It might hurt, but it's not forever, right? It's better in the end, and it feels better sometimes when you've worked harder for it. It means more, and it's something that you can carry on and teach others as well. So it's a time to give yourself structure in unstructured places. Um, and how about this? This sounds fun. And this will be the last thing I say. Not the last thing I say, but the last point, for the message. Create schedules for creativity or routines for rest. This is the message. I don't need an oracle card or charms or anything right here. Create schedules for creativity and routines for rest. Think about the power behind that right there. Rather than looking at creating a routine just for all the boring stuff, where it feels like punishment, is to honor and create time for things that light you up inside, and also to create time and set boundaries for your rest. Prioritize those things, and I feel like the in between is going to fall in place more easily, and you will focus less on the restrictions of it if you struggle with that like I do. So yeah, I'm going to create a schedule of creativity and a routine for rest, which is difficult. So mine will have to be a little flexible. But there will be something built there. And yeah, we went over today, and the signs will be tomorrow. And I imagine we'll be adding to that list just a little bit. Please visit me tonight on Bobby's channel, Wild Raven Tarot, 7 p.m. Eastern. Gemini readings. Buckle up, buttercups. Full moon energy. Just go with the flow. Yeah. Think about the temperance card, Sagittarius. Fire, water. Yeah. Think temperance. All right. I love you all, and I'll see y'all on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, all those, awesome things. And thanks so very much, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah.